over there coughing and sneezing.
Is it you alright, P, man?
Man, I tell you, if I catch it, we're gonna do it right here on the show every
Hey,
single day
hey,
until I die.
dog, we gonna see your decline. We gonna
For
video.
sure, every single day until I die. I want to die on the show.
Hey, man, hey, you know what? You my
I will
friend,
send the meat wagon
so
right to your house.
you know what's gonna happen though. We could do that if you catch that shit. We want to see your decline, and I like possibly before the last show when I feel like you about to check out. I ride up there and do the last show with you. You know,
Nah,
Oh
hell nah,
no.
hell
nah,
nah,
man,
because
fuck
ain't no
that,
need us
man.
both dying.
You
You know
my
what I'm
man
saying?
though, man. You know
No need us
that
both dying,
I
dog.
can't let you die alone, brother, man. You know?
Shit, I ain't gonna die alone. I'm gonna die with millions. Millions of people. We're gonna call it the COVID-19 update. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit. Everybody gonna put that shit on Instagram Live.
Oh, Pete, dude,
Instagram Live.
man.
We gonna watch
I'm
you
gonna
go.
give
We
give
gonna
me
watch
some
you
shirts
you
that
do the
say.
death rattle on Instagram. Oh,
We gonna, hey man, what you think about your boy Daniel Hernandez being released from jail, dog?
Nothing. They was gonna let him go anyway. He got no business getting out no time in the next 10 years. But since they was gonna let him out anyway, he might as well get out with the rest of the people that they letting out for the concerns over the disease.
But shit, he only did
okay.
like that was like 3 months,
He
three
didn't
four
do
months.
enough time. Period. B.
He
They was letting
didn't.
him out. They was letting him out this summer anyway. That still wasn't enough time. It don't make a difference.
Nah, I thought it was
One
supposed
month
to
or two
be.
months.
It was supposed to been like Thanksgiving this
No
year.
sir. No sir. He was supposed to be getting out in the next couple of months.
Oh
Yeah, that's
shit.
why they letting him out now. Cause they
Yeah,
like 2 months to go. Let him out.
yeah. That's
There you
crazy,
go.
man. We talking about Takashi, whatever the fuck his name is, Daniel Hernandez. Uh, what the fuck is his name?
Takashi 69.
Takashi
Okay,
six
okay,
nine.
okay, okay. Like man, these young dudes be having these weird ass rap names nowadays. I don't like for real. Like when you hit these young dude rap names be lunching. They be on some other shit. I don't even know like what any of these names are nowadays, man. But homie just got out. I mean, I guess for all that snitching he did to do what 3 4 months. I,
If you're letting people out early, they might as well let him out early because he was about to get out anyway. It don't
I
make a difference.
guess, man. I
They
guess.
already said they've been letting people out that had like right now to get locked up. You probably have to go up and smack the police because they don't want to touch you. They don't really want no extra people in jail
Right.
because you can't really go to court. They don't want, you know what I'm saying? So for real, they might as well let him out because he
Yeah.
shouldn't be getting out in the next 10 years, period.
He
Because he
shouldn't.
was down with it.
Yeah. That was some
Well, that's
bullshit though.
okay. Corona's waiting for him. Come on out. Come on.
There you
Man, he
go.
got enough money
He
to stay
said.
isolated. That fool ain't gonna catch it.
He
The
said.
corona is for the weak and for the people that they didn't want to survive. For
You
real,
think
he's
so?
up there with the upper echelon of the people, and they want him to survive. That's why he didn't get no time in the first place. Who's to say how long he was on their payroll? They acting like it shit just happened. That motherfucker might have been an informant or a plant from the very beginning, dog.
You got a point.
You never know.
You got a point. You got
Cause
a
think
point.
about it, we don't know him. I mean, he ain't
Yeah.
never been in no show. We
Yeah.
didn't even know who he was until he got started getting into this gang stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But you know what? I never really listened to any of his music anyway. I think I looked at like one video and I realized he wasn't for me. So I just, I kind of disconnected from it like that.
I don't know any of his music.
And then,
I haven't even seen the video.
yeah, and after that, I ain't really pay no attention to all this shit came up. You know what I'm saying? So,
Who's the clown?
yeah, anybody that got all that shit on, I can't really deal with anyway, man. Shit crazy, man.
Man told me, man, that if you entertain the clowns, you become a part of the circus.
That is absolutely true, man. And that, if Bonham and Belly's out of service, I mean, what the hell we supposed to do? They got
The
real
Universal
animals and
Soul
shit.
Circus.
You ever did that? You ever been to the Universal Soul Circus? What you think of that? I ain't never been.
It's like
It's like a circus without animals.
it's the ghetto Ringling Brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's the
do
low
they do they
budget Ringling
got
Brothers.
lion, tigers, and bears and shit?
They got some stuff, but not to the extent of Barnum and
Bonham and
Bailey. You know,
Belly.
Barnum and Bailey had a train full of animals and shit. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Universal Soul Circus is more so about the soul
Yeah, you
and the
dancing and shit.
animals.
I want to see some animals jumping on shit and all that, man. You know, but
Man, you
anyway,
better turn on the Tiger King, fool.
hey, you seen that's some wild shit, bro. That Tiger King shit, wow. But I ain't know you could get a tiger for $2,000. You mean
What?
a tip?
You can't keep a tiger though unless you in a place where they can keep exotic animals like that.
But
Like where I live, I can't keep no tiger
but
unless
listen,
somebody find out about it, come to get it.
you can get a tiger for the same price as a dog, man. Do you
Yeah,
understand that? I didn't know that.
Wait a minute,
you know that.
wait a minute.
I didn't know
Where
that.
you get a tiger for the price of a dog?
Shit,
And
Tiger
that is
King,
illegal.
Tiger King
Wait.
was selling tigers for like 2 G's.
Yeah,
You can
trained
get a,
tiger.
I mean, fuck a English bulldog costs 2,000. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whoa.
Dog plus that
I'd
one.
rather have a tiger.
Nah, I don't want no tiger, man. You crazy in the mud. Like, I mean, you only gonna have the tiger for 6 months, man.
If I got $2,000 to spend on an animal and it's bulldog or tiger, I want a tiger. You know what I'm saying? Simple as
Shit,
that.
man, you
Them
stupid, man.
bulldog.
I want a bulldog, man. I
You
mean,
gonna
cause
have a
that tiger
tiger and
going,
won't be able to keep him past 4 months.
yeah, that tiger gonna jump on your ass one day. That's a
You
wild
gonna jump
animal.
on me?
Yeah,
I'm gonna sleep with him and I'm gonna tame him. I'm gonna make him my pet.
yeah, and I'm sure once you start looking like a steak, yeah, we gonna see how well that go for you,
Let me tell you
bro.
something, dog. If you die in your house with a bunch of cats, they're gonna eat your ass. Simple as that. So you ain't saying nothing. An animal is an animal.
Fair enough.
Animal. You think an animal love you so much? You know what he's waiting for you to feed him. That's an
True,
animal, dog.
true.
Animal's an animal. Cat, dog, tiger, lion, bear, snake. Call it what it is. Motherfucker want to eat, and that's what it is.
So let me ask you this, and then we're gonna get started. Would you train your animal by fear or with love? If you had a tiger,
Um, Depends on what type of animal.
the tiger. If
Um,
you the Tiger
Me
King,
training that tiger. Train that tiger with love, man. That tiger
nah,
get mad and get to thinking about you, boy. And I had
I'm
enough of you.
training
You
them.
coming in with that whip one day, he attack your
That
ass.
that's all he gonna see is that whip. That's all he gonna know is lip whip. I mean, could I be whipping the shit out his ass? Cause you ever look at me like you gonna turn on me, I'm whipping the shit out you. Plus, he'll probably have all kinds of bullet holes in him and shit. Cause I've been
Let
and
me ask
shot
you
him a couple
this:
times. What?
human beings are animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you have more chance of turning on your master if he was whipping you or if he was loving you? And you do the math. Now we can move on to the story, America, because that just answers your question right there. Motherfucking slaves got loose because mother
But
whooping they
listen,
motherfucking ass.
I'm gonna say
If
this
the
though,
people would have
P.
been loving the slaves, nigga, we probably still be slaves.
I'm gonna say this though. But what we say on this show all the time, people ain't shit, so it don't really matter. So here we go. Man, welcome back to another edition of the Are We Not Men Show. It's me, as always, is my man, I'm B, and as always, I got my main man P with me. This week, we got a special show for you. We got our caller of the week. Well, actually, we got two callers. We just got in the last caller. We got Miss Love, and we got Davis with us. Welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the show. How y'all doing this morning?
We're good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So how you holding it down in this corona pandemic we got going on?
I'm saying you talking to me, my friend.
Yes, I am talking to you, my friend.
You said how we're doing with all this.
Yeah, how you dealing? How you holding up?
We're holding up. Just people are just now starting to believe that this is real because the phone calls are going down. People are dropping left and right. Just alone this week, we got my mother received a phone call about 2 or 3 people she knows that are dead from corona.
Oh, for
And
real?
people, people are dropping left and right, and a lot of these people are like considered healthy people.
Oh
Not all
yeah.
these people have underlying issues.
Right.
So it's real.
I see.
It is so real.
I mean, now, do you feel like it's gotten realer since? I mean, cause well, we've been in this. When did they issue the stay-at-home order? Probably like 2 weeks ago, or was it 3 weeks?
Um, for here,
Yeah.
uh, in New York, I believe it was. I think it was maybe they're about. You said how long have I been here? I've been here like 2.5 weeks.
2.5
So
weeks.
around that time, around 2.5 weeks. I mean, even then, it was still warning people before then, but people were still up and around,
Right.
traveling and doing all kinds of craziness.
And
So I'm gonna say, they started giving like a curfew, or they would be more suggestive then, and now it's like, stay home. They started telling the businesses shut down unless you're essential.
right.
When they started doing that, then people started to really start to pay a little bit of attention.
Now,
So I'm thinking, it's about 2.5 weeks ago.
have you seen an uptick in cases as far as like? I mean, I know.
Yeah. Today's 122,000 and some change in the state of New York.
Right.
It was 97 the day before yesterday.
Wow.
94 the day before yesterday. So Friday was 94,000. Today, Cuomo's on TV right now talking about 122 plus thousand in the state of New York. So that I don't even know how much the New York City, how many, so that is just concentrated in New York City alone.
Right.
So it's probably 16, 70,000.
Wow. Now, have you seen people? I mean, because right now, they got this stay your ass home. In a lot of places, they got the orders where you have to stay at home. Do you see like the streets are empty or just people? Because I notice, depending on where you at, people still come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think they taking this stay at home order seriously, or it's just like whatever?
Yeah, I think definitely, because like if I have to run to the store, or just like I've been doing like the Staples and BJ's and Staples. I've been doing those two things for the last couple of days.
Right.
Just the stuff that I had to do for like work purposes and and health purposes. But the highway is clear.
Okay.
Nowhere I've gotten from Jersey to Long Island in an hour and 15 minutes.
Right.
There's no way on a good day, unless you're traveling at 11 or 12 o'clock at night, you're going to make that kind of time.
Right.
That's not going to go down.
And what
people are scared now. People are really scared. I mean, now because the government said, oh, today, yes, I think you should wear a mask. You should have been wearing a mask 3 weeks ago.
Right.
A month ago. If someone's got something that they can sneeze on you, breathe on you, or can come out of their mouth and contaminate you, out of their body and contaminate, droplet or airborne, it's kind of airborne for a few minutes.
Right.
But when it lands on whatever surface or stuff, it can sustain life for a minute.
Yeah.
Plastics and I think in like stone or something, it can stay up there 2 days, 2 or 3 days.
You know what's crazy though is because I just read a article this morning where they were saying that it can actually stay in your system up to 5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy because in a lot of these places they've only ordered a 2 week. I mean, it's always since the beginning. It's always been like, all right, you stay at home for 2 weeks and you should be okay. You know what I'm saying? But on average, this shit stays in your system for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So what is 2 weeks going to do when it stays in your system for 3 weeks? You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird. Now let me ask you, Pete. What did it look like where you at, man?
As far as the streets and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really go nowhere anyway, D. I go out once a week I stopped going to the grocery store because they don't have nothing. So I got access to the warehouse. I go directly to the source.
Right.
So I don't see anywhere. Last time I went in the store, I left the source Thursday and then I went to Giant. And in Giant, the lines was all the way down the line except for the self-checkout. And I'm a self-checkout dude, so it was easy for me.
Right.
But they didn't have nothing. They didn't have a whole lot of what you want or what you need because the people are hoarding. And this is the panic that's been caused by the jerk dude, basketball dude. He caused the panic. And not to say that there wasn't a problem and the problem wasn't real, he caused a panic. And the panic is why they're hoarding toilet paper. It's why they're hoarding stuff, because there's a panic. Yeah, there's 120 something thousand cases in New York State. I read that.
Right.
But there's what, 5 or 10 million people in New York State?
Right.
If you do the math, that's not even 10% of the population. If you go even further and say, well, okay, 1,000 people died, 2,000 people died, 3,000 people died, any life lost is always sad news. At the same time, 1,000 people dying is not even 1% of the total population. So what my opinion is that the panic was caused, and now we're dealing with the repercussions of the panic that they caused, not so much the disease itself.
Right. Now, but let me ask you this though: do you think this the precautions that we put in place are enough to kind of? Do you feel like they are justified, or you just feel like it's just
They're
some?
justified to a certain degree.
Okay.
Um, and I say that because I've spoken before. From the reports I read, it's not like the Ebola or something where somebody cough in this room and everybody within a half a mile radius is going to get this disease. It's not like that. It's more of a contact disease, like she just said. It can stay on surfaces long and such like that. Well, if it can stay on surfaces long, what difference does it make if I'm wearing a mask if it's on my shirt when I get home and I take my shirt off?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? There's reasonable precaution. Yes, don't touch that doorknob and touch your face. Yes, if you're going to be in the store, please stay 5 feet away from me. That's fine. I can dig that too. If I feel I need to wear a mask, yes, I must wear a mask. But by the time you shut down any type of gathering, you're going to shut down the economy. And it's only a matter of time. Right now, unemployment is on the highest rate it's ever been. Stocks is down. Last week, oil was $20 a barrel. Meaning, if we had $10,000 to invest, me and you'd be millionaires at the end of the year. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They've totally screwed the economy. They passed the stimulus plan for the people, but what about the people that didn't file taxes and aren't capable of filing taxes last year because they didn't make enough money?
Right.
Who's going to give them their check? They still have bills to pay if they're living somewhere or living. They're giving $1,000, $1,200. That's some people's 1 month's worth of rent.
Right.
So what's $1,200? You understand what I'm saying? So it's a big message that the panic has caused. I think we're suffering more from the panic than we are the actual epidemic.
Right. And what you said is true, because you got to look at it. You when you talk about everything that they put in place is kind of wild, because like you said, you're dealing with the working class poor that they can't stay home because they just out here trying to survive. And in America is real wild, because you have the privilege that's not used to being told they gotta stay home. You know what I'm saying? So you always gonna have to deal with trying to, you know, create that balance in between the two, because you got some people that have to go outside to go to work, or and right now, like you say, unemployment is high, but people got to survive. So that means I got to get out here and get it however I got to get it. And then,
But the kicker is this: the only way you can is if you're working in an essential industry, because everything else is shut down, brother.
but
You know what I'm
still,
saying? If you a regular old person doing some regular shit, you might not even have a job right now.
you probably don't, but that don't mean you still you in the house. That means it's like all them people that's outside. I know all them people ain't essential workers. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the problem. You know, they been putting this 6 foot distance, social distancing shit. And I can go to the store right now and you don't really see them implementing that shit for real, for real. So
Down here,
Well,
y'all,
it's not
they got lines, man. They got lines, and they letting people in the store one at a certain number at a time. They got like lanes in the
right.
store that you're supposed to stay in. They got some wild stuff going on. It's getting wild. It's gonna get wild.
When what you say, love?
wait a minute. It's not where you can't go out because they are asking that. You know, people need to get out. People have kids home. They're like, listen, go to you can go to the park. You can exercise. Like New York even closed down certain streets that people can come out of their apartments and walk down because they were trying to keep them out of the parks because they weren't doing that best social distance because people want to get pickup games and do basketball. So
Right.
they took down the hoops in a lot of the parks in New York City. Because they're like, people are not, they're getting a little bit too comfortable with getting that fresh air and exercise. They are saying you can do that, but do that for that little short time and then come back inside.
Right,
It
right,
hasn't been a complete martial order where nobody can come outside. Unless you have to do one or two things. They're suggesting that you only do that, and if you have to go stretch your legs with some fresh air, do that. But I think, yeah, it may be responding to a lot of panic in some degrees, but I think still we have over 122,000 in the
right,
state of New York. Yes, granted the millions, but that's tested. You and I've been affected because I was in close contact with my mother who had it. But there are people who you may know and talk to who are upright, standing, walking, and talking, and feeling fine, and don't even know that they're carrying it.
right,
Those are just the people who got tested. There are many more people who've been in contact with these 5 and 6 weeks prior to this pandemic even breaking news. Corona's been here since January.
but see, the thing,
original corona has been here for years.
right,
But this second strand has been here since January, where they started actually documenting cases. So people then were actually touching and rubbing and contacting with people. And there are people who were carrying it or who are carrying it right now and don't even know it.
right.
And don't even know it.
But see,
And it's only because if you're not tested, that's why they're telling people, try to stay away from the people, even if you feel good, because you don't know until you get tested, or if you get tested, if you're carrying it. They say 2 weeks because usually the cycle of a virus, basic viruses,
right,
14 days from stem to stern. Now the residual of it being in your system could last longer according to how you are with your health system, what your health situation is. It could go 14 days, you might still be sick, but you may have still some signs and symptoms, so you may still actually have the virus still in your body. Beyond that, there was a woman on the news yesterday who had did the 14 days. So actually, she did 3 weeks home.
right,
Feeling better, she went to go give plasma donation to try to help with the antibodies to help make other people who have chronic COVID-19. She tested positive again.
oh,
When they went to go give blood. So they sent her back on quarantine. And she had been in the house 3 weeks. So, in testament to what you said, Barry, yeah, it could stay in your system longer than the 14 days.
but let me ask
You'll
you,
never know unless you get double tested. 2 negatives will make you clear. But
right,
you can't get no 2 tests. 3
right,
tests.
right,
That's
right.
So
So,
you just got to ride this out. Not 14 days. You're going to need, if you've been infected, you kind of probably need to stay away from certain people about a month.
right, right.
About a month.
So but let me ask you this, since you have been directly affected by somebody in your immediate family, do you think
Mm-hmm.
that's why you take it much seriously? Like, say, because if I don't know anybody like right now that has it, besides what you said your mother has it, right? And that's very
Her
close
test
to
came
you.
back positive.
Yeah, her test came back positive. So you think the fact that people aren't, I mean, unless it affects you immediately or it's in your immediate circle, you probably don't give a shit. But since your mother has contracted it, do you think that's why you take it so much seriously than everybody else?
Well, of course, I take a more sensitive. I'm more sensitive to and more serious to it as well. But I work in the health industry.
Right.
I mean, even though I'm home, I'm not on the front line right now because I had some surgery done before this
Oh,
outbreak
this.
came. So I've
Mhm.
been home out on disability right
Okay.
now. But I have my coworkers and friends, and your wife, she's a nurse. On that front line, it is real.
Right.
I'm getting FaceTime all the time from my coworker and friends, and they're like, the norm is not the norm anymore. I mean, when you work directly or something, I just think because I'm I've had direct effect, and I'm a healthcare worker, and I know I've been in situations other than this when you're down there and you can't go home for 2 and 3 days,
Right.
and you see the people coming in, and there's nothing you can do except for try to keep some small control over the situation. It is serious, and a lot of people don't take it because they think, oh, it's a common cold. Yeah, a lot of people aren't taking this as serious because it doesn't directly affect them, or they haven't had hands-on, or they're not in the field, or whatever. But if your government is telling you to stay in the house, and they're the last to be honest with you.
Right.
Honestly.
Right.
They're telling you to stay in the house and keep some social distancing. the problem is way bigger
Yeah.
than you honestly have a real grasp on.
I hear that.
And you need to look to that because it can happen. Plagues, it can happen. It's happening. It's happening. And you don't want to. There are people who are just straight dying 5 days.
Right.
Done. You know, it's a gift if you have to suffer, unfortunately, for 14 days.
Right.
But you come on the other side of it.
Right.
There are people who are not even making it. Once it's in your lungs,
it's
you
in
have
there.
a 50-50 chance of coming out of this.
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask both of y'all. Do you think they will enact martial law due to this pandemic? Go ahead, P.
If it gets worse.
Okay.
It's intending to get worse.
I mean, but
if people continue to have flagrant behavior,
right,
I think they will induce martial law.
Right. And what you say, P?
I've had conversations going back and forth about it with different individuals. I'm one of the hugest conspiracy theorist type of people that you ever meet in your life.
Right.
So no, I don't. The reason that I don't is because I think that the whole thing is more than what people know. I think it goes way deeper than anything anybody's even thinking of. Whatever the conspiracy is that the regular conspiracy theorist is thinking of is deeper than that. It's going so deep to something that it's a national worldwide collusion with all of the governments involved in it. They all know what's going on. And for real, to tell you the truth, if you ask me what they're doing, they're setting us up for something bigger. The world is close right now as far as this distancing goes, but they're closer. People are nicer. They feel more of a community, and it's sad that people need something to galvanize them like this. But this pandemic is galvanizing people, and they're setting us up for the big reveal. 5 years from now, that's when they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, aliens been here, and we've been keeping them from y'all all this time." It's something else is going on behind the scenes that they're setting us up for. I don't think they're gonna let it go to the point where it gets to martial law, because that's gonna be the end of the United States as we know it. There's not enough resources now, and like I know, when a nigga hungry, gonna eat. And that's just that.
True.
So
that's true.
I don't believe that they're going to let it go to the point where it goes martial law, because that's going to be the turning point where the country never comes back from.
Well, I say this. I hope it doesn't reach that point. I think in the next 2 weeks are very key to whether we do an act martial law, because you're talking Easter next weekend, right? So based on the numbers in the next couple of weeks, we'll be able to tell. I think we'll get a real gist of what the numbers are really like. So I mean, hopefully, all I can say, man, stay your ass home, stay safe, don't be out here fucking just going out just to be going out, man. Like they were saying at the Wolf yesterday, people was out there real deep. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, if you ain't got if you're not essential and you don't have to work, then stay home. I mean, because at the end of the day, everybody, we always complain, man, I'm tired of going to work. I just wish I could stay home. You had an opportunity now to do that. So just stay home. You know what I'm saying? But, man, thank you, Miss Love, for coming to the show. Appreciate you. You're welcome to come back anytime. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything work out with you and your family. I wish you good health, man. And I wish you good health too, P. I hate to have the
Nah, I'm straight, man. I got 3 cousins that got it though, man.
For real?
Yeah, one of them real close. He didn't have it so much in his lungs. He got it a different way. He got it in his head. He was like his everything is so conduct. Yeah, it's just he was like, it don't really bother his lungs much. It ain't all in his lungs. He said it's all in his head. Okay. It's weird because he's one of, it affects individuals differently. You dig?
Yeah.
It's a sad thing. I say, keep your hands to yourself. Stop touching people and touching your face. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That dude caused the panic. If the dude wouldn't have caused the panic, they had something in place that they was going to use to let the world keep going on like it was. Dude caused the panic, and it's more so, I think, panic than anything else. It definitely affects me on a deeply personal level. That cousin is a cousin I talk to daily anyway. So, yeah, but at the same time, man, you're going to die from something. If you catch it, do your best to survive.
True.
But you're going to die from something, especially when the people that we elect to protect us is the people that put the shit out.
Right.
I mean, what the fuck you expect?
And what you got to say, Miss Love, before we go? You got anything to say?
Um, I mean, no, I do have my own conspiracy theory on
Right.
this, and so Mr. P, you and I need to get together on this. I do believe,
Ah,
Hey,
I
look
do
here.
believe
We
that in the world order of things, all of these people of power, you can't reprimand a leader of another country and throw something in his backyard and don't think the boomerang effect is not going to come back and hit everybody else who was a part of dropping that little seed in his backyard. I just think that along that, and just leaving that where it is, as a country here, we have gotten closer, but we have to stay apart right now.
right.
We have to stay apart. We have to keep our hands clean. Like you said, wash and distance. And, we got to, stay prayed up on this because you got to be smart and you got to try to, make it through. You have to fight and survive.
Right.
Because I think it's going to get a whole lot worse before it gets a whole lot better.
That is true,
And I
man.
think on some more economical, social level, that we're going to really start to see the change, the switch up. Because there's a lot of people out here, like you said, who are not getting qualified for unemployment. Jammed up, the system is locked down.
Right.
People who can't get that stimulus money. And there's going to be some things that's going to start rising in the streets. So people be safe. That's why the team, what is it, the place where you can buy smoke, those places, not just distilleries, the
Right.
place where you can buy weed at. Those places and the gun shops are
Yeah.
all running out of supplies.
Right. Right.
People are trying to escape this reality and they want to prepare for the foolishness that's coming up the street.
I hear
So
that
just keep your eyes open, people,
all
and your
day.
hands clean.
And on that note, man, we about to go to the PAS moment of the week. And what PAS stand for, Miss Love?
People ain't shit.
There you go. And our PAS moment goes to it's a dude up in around your way, Miss Love. Some dude named Baruch or Baruch, whatever the fuck his name is, Baruch Feldman. I guess he's like some Jewish dude. He was hoarding medical supplies, man, and they said he had enough medical supplies to outfit a whole hospital, and he was selling them.
Yeah, the one in Brooklyn. The
Yeah,
one in Brooklyn.
yeah, Brooklyn. They said he was marking shit up 700%. Uh, so people was coming to see him, buying it at a rate 700%. You know what I'm saying? But see, that ain't the kicker. That ain't what really fucked me up. What makes this a PAS moment of the week is that they said when the FBI came to his house, his residence, that he had the nerve to say he had coronavirus and he was coughing on the FBI agents. Uh, if that's me, I'm shooting him in his fucking kneecap. Just cause they said this guy, he wasn't like no young dude. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even brush it up to say, oh man, he was young. He's 40 some years old. So you a grown ass man. So if you bold enough to call for me during this time, you bold enough to take a bullet. What say you, P? Man, when you seen this story, what you thought about this?
the exact opposite of what you did. Because I'm the advocate of the other. I see both sides of the story.
Right,
If the man bought the supplies legally, if the man paid for the stuff legally, this is a capitalist society. He's price gouging.
right,
The regular store's price gouging. You see what the price of toilet paper is?
right,
You going into this one man's home for price gouging, you need to stop the whole industry from price gouging. They're singling out one single human being when the whole world is price gouging, and that's not fair. They're doing what they always did.
I didn't have no.
They went.
I ain't
Say
had no
again?
problem with the price gouging. I had a problem with him coughing on people.
He coughed on the people as the thing that they do. He ain't had that shit, but they came
Medical
busting in his house and he said, y'all better stay back because I got the corona. And they came forward and he coughed on. He did that thing you do. He didn't have it because how is you sitting in there with all those masks and got it? You don't have it. He just was doing that thing you do when they violate your space. And you're like, whatever, you bitch motherfucker. Come any close, I'm going to cough on you. You know I got this shit. That's all he did. So I didn't look at it in the terms of the way that other people looked at it. I looked at it as they singled the man out, locked him up, and then they're gonna take the stuff he already bought and
Right.
distribute it to the world for free.
Right.
That's America. That sounds like some shit they do in Germany or Russia or somewhere. That ain't capitalist society material right there. That's nonsense. The man got the right to sell his product for whatever he want. If you dumb enough to buy a mask for $10 a mask, that's on you.
Right. What you got to say, Miss Love?
No, he is wrong. Right now, you are living in the city. You are part of the New York City environment where hospitals are strapped to the gills for medical supplies. They are pleading with everybody. I'm not saying, he has free commerce. I understand that. You want to go ahead and, invest, get your money, but where is your heart and where is the part that you're saying these people out here in the streets, health care workers are getting sick and bringing this home to their families because they don't have enough proper masks and gowns, and you sitting up there, but no, they should have taken all of his crap and shot him, not in the kneecap, got him right in the chest, because you need to take that bullet. You are sitting there hoarding while your neighbors are dying. No,
hey, Miss Love, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Love.
A state, a countrywide pandemic, a nationwide pandemic, and you want to hoard medical supplies?
Miss Love, slow down, Miss Love. Interrupt her. Slow down. Slow down. Oh. Let me interrupt you, Miss Love.
Go ahead.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% with you. But who's hoarding more, the fucking government or this man that got an apartment? You telling me the government need to take it? They can't get some supplies? We pay taxes every year, billions of dollars of taxes. They need to take this man's mask out of his home. Come on, the government is the problem here. The government is doing this to him to cover up for their own nonsense that they're doing. The government got some bullshit going on right now. How the fuck is they don't have enough masks and they the goddamn government?
Let me say
this. Get the fuck out of here, man. The government is playing us, y'all.
Let me say this,
playing us with love.
Let me say this.
We know the government is playing a heavy part in this, but people are calling them out for this, so they're slowly distributing the stockpile. However, we're talking about local problem here on a national a local issue on a national problem.
Right.
If you can't do your part as a local citizen to help your local community out, when you know this could affect you too, you are a dirtball and you need to die. Bye-bye.
Thank you. And I say this, let me finish on this note, man. I understand where both of y'all are coming from. But once again, you can't play around at these times where I don't give a fuck if you got it or not. You call for me, you getting shot. I don't give a fuck. You getting shot because, motherfucker, you too old to be playing. You a grown man. This ain't no little boy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, a motherfucker cough around me, you already giving them the evil eye. So let alone you cough on me or cough at me, you getting popped. So this dude right here ain't shit, not because he was price gouging, because, motherfucker, you don't respect the rules of man. You know what I'm saying? You a grown fucking man out here. Let's get to it. And fuck it. You ain't shit.
I think the people of the shit ain't person this week should be Governor Cuomo. Governor Cuomo suspended mortgages in New York State but didn't suspend rent. Is there more people there renting or more people there owning? Whose rent is higher? Whose mortgage is higher? It ain't fair. He's a piece of shit. We're talking about a guy who legally bought masks and sold them for what people bought them.
Yeah.
He didn't make anybody buy those masks.
That wasn't.
He didn't make those people buy those masks. And when he spit those, FBI had no business in his house, and he should have spit on. Fuck that.
Nah,
I said it.
I
said it.
Nah, that's capitalism. Capitalism.
They should stay out of his house.
Capitalism and being stupid is two different things, man.
They should have stayed out of his house.
Don't be stupid. Shoot his ass.
You come in my house, you might get spit on. I don't spit on people because I wasn't raised like that. I don't spit on people because I wasn't raised like that. But you come in my house, you might get hit in the knees or something. I'm trying to tell you, I'm with you. And I'm with the dude. They invaded his house.
Man, don't listen to P. Don't listen to P. But hey, if you could take advantage of a capitalist society, do so. But don't call. Man,
they've been doing it for years.
Don't call.
What you think the oil industry is doing while oil prices is low right now? It's a capitalist society. Yeah. The world is made by greedy people. It's not the money that's the root of all evil. It's the love of money that's the root of all evil.
And on that note, we gonna end it. So until the next time we see y'all, man. Thank you once again, Miss Love, for coming to the show. Welcome back anytime. Hey, we need to do that conspiracy theory show, and we see what we could put together. But like I said, thank you again. To the next time we see y'all, y'all be safe and don't be
Hey, don't
stupid.
forget, if you ain't seen that new episode of the Space Table with Joe Cleasy from the Cleasy Report, man, definitely check that out. I'd like to give a shout out to my cousin and them. They got that virus, man. Let's hold your head up high. All the people that got it, man. And I hope y'all make it, man. If you don't, we catch you on the other side. If there's another side, there's conspiracy theories of that too, man. Last as long as you can, work out, stay the fuck away from everybody. Wash your hands, keep it moving. Goddamn, let's move.
Hey man, be safe out there, and most of all, don't be stupid. Peace.
Absolutely.